This is Parkside or Double C territory. Up here is a group of young boys who call themselves the Whackers, and over here is M24 territory. And as you can see, this is where YNG Cheese was killed. Noah, or Baby Joker, his
Gilly's son?
street nickname, was very active out here, and his life had a part that may not have been known to his coaches and family. Less than a month after Noah was shot and a 66-year-old man was killed, another tragedy struck near the area when 25-year-old Devin Spady was killed.
A triple shooting in Philadelphia's Olney section claimed the life of an up-and-coming musician. The 25-year-old rap artist was known as Young Cheese, and he's the son of well-known influencer Gilly the King.
Gilly the King has amassed millions of followers, and a lot of them are planning to come here next week for Gilly Fest. It's a big concert. He uses his platform to speak out against violence, and now violence has claimed the life of his son. Police say Devin Spady, better known as Young...
The title, you read the page. I want to just jump right into it because this is a real sensitive topic, but it's one of those videos where I want to know, one of those videos where I feel like we're going to learn a lot from. It's going to be educational because we're going to learn from it. We're going to try to avoid things of this nature from happening again in our communities. It's just happening all too often, you know. There's something so small just takes all that away, you know. So rest in peace to Noah Scurry. Shout out to American Confidential YouTube channel. They're going to break this whole thing down. And thoughts and prayers to the family. Let's get into it.
This is Noah Scurry. He was a 17-year-old high school basketball star and a standout student who was killed earlier this week. It was reported by the Philadelphia Inquirer that he had the highest SAT score in his entire school when he took it.
That's what's up. Shout out to that Black King, man. You see that? He had the highest SAT score in his school, they said?
And a standout student who was killed earlier this week. This is Noah Scurry. He was a 17-year-old high school basketball star and a standout student who was killed earlier this week. It was reported by the Philadelphia Inquirer that he had the highest SAT score in his entire school when he took.
Wow, the highest SAT score in his entire school. And this young man is gone. This king could have changed the world. You see what I mean? The senseless violence gotta chill.
Took it. A student at Samuel Fells High School, his principal described him as gifted. In a letter to the school's families, they confirmed that he was a talented student athlete. It was around 7:15 a.m. on January 14th. The 17-year-old was leaving for school when he was gunned down, according to the Philadelphia police, as reported by Fox 29.
Philadelphia police say a 17-year-old was shot and killed along Rohrer Street in the city's Feltonville section. It happened around 7:15 this morning.
Over 20 shell casings were found at the scene. It was reported by the news that he was with his mother when he was shot. As if they were about to get into the car for her to drop him off across town at school, authorities recovered a white Jeep Cherokee on Wednesday morning, the next day abandoned near Summerdale and Godfrey Avenues, approximately 2 miles from where Noah Scurry's home on Rohrer Street in Feltonville, where the deadly shooting took place. According to Deputy Commissioner Frank Venor, the vehicle appeared to have been damaged in the crash. Investigators are currently reviewing additional surveillance footage in hopes of piecing together the events that led to Scurry's death. While no suspects have been named and no motive has been...
And then they got him in front of his mom. You remember back in the day? Well, it depends on how old you are. No, I lied. Because the other day Lil Baby had commented on Consonant like review, and he was like, you know, he's not old enough. And a lot of these people who never been like in the streets for real, like, or never been around anything in life, never just, you know what I mean? They was like, oh, Lil Baby and Kai about the same age. If you look at a nigga like Lil Baby and compares just the age with Kai, then you fucking out of your mind. Like, that nigga Lil Baby, you could tell a nigga like Lil Baby been in the streets since he was like 9, maybe even 10. So with that being said, age doesn't, like, when he said, yo, he don't understand, he probably should never added an age on that because they're not far in age. But experiences, like Lil Baby really been in them streets. You could tell. If you real like me and you been around a bunch of real niggas, you know what I mean? You know a real nigga when you see one. Lil Baby like that. I don't know why these niggas be playing with that, man. I really don't. But you notice they only play with Lil Baby from a distance. But I say that to say, back in the day, there was a rule where they had where you wouldn't shoot around women or children. You know, like if that was the issue, then I had to meet up with you and it was boom boom and just one on one. Now they shooting you in front of your moms, your baby. Your baby might get hit, your brother might get hit, your cousin might get hit. Ain't got nothing to do with it. Your girlfriend might get hit. She ain't got nothing to do with it. Y'all just coming out from a club. It's crazy. It's crazy. And I say that to say you got to be careful who you hang around. And in this case, it's unfortunate because that was the son, and you know the mother was there. But I say that to say bullets have no name. So if you know you reckless and you know you out here in them streets, be careful with who you put in danger. You know, that's just what I want to say.
Been determined, law enforcement officials are working tirelessly to identify the perpetrators. Surveillance footage suggests that at least 2 individuals were inside the Jeep during the shooting. The details of Noah Scurry's final moments paint a grim picture. He had just grabbed his backpack and was stepping into his mother's car when he was ambushed by a barrage of gunfire. More than 20 bullets were fired, as I said, and Noah Scurry was struck multiple times in the chest and abdomen. Despite being rushed to Jefferson Einstein Hospital, he was pronounced dead within minutes. Family members, friends, and classmates were devastated by the sudden and senseless loss. A GoFundMe campaign, launched by his cousin, seeks to help cover funeral expenses. In her heartfelt message, she described Noah as a bright, loving young man with a heart full of kindness. Noah, only 17 years old, had such a caring and loving
17.
heart, McGlenn wrote. He would do anything for his family, but most of all, for his siblings. Tributes and condolences have poured in across social media, where friends expressed their grief and shared memories of the teen. Speechless, I love you, one friend posted alongside photos of Noah Scurry. At Samuel Fells High School, where Scurry excelled both.
Look, yo, he was smart. He was talented. How the hell did he end up in this situation? And you know what it be? A product of the environment. No funny. And it's crazy because I love my big homie. Like one day I'm gonna have you guys meet my big homie. Like I have a few of them because I only fuck with OGs. I don't fuck with big heads. You know what I mean? Old heads that got some type of control with some power that can make some shit shake. So when y'all meet my big homie, like y'all gonna understand. Like you can sometimes your environment plays a part. But when you around people, like my big homie made sure I ain't get into no stupid shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like certain shit he made sure, nah, you ain't doing that. Like you ain't even about to be out here in these streets. Like I'm basically your mentor. Like your big homie don't gotta be somebody that's telling you to crash out. Your big homie should be your mentor. Your big, you know what I mean? Like I don't know what the fuck. These got the game all messed up. They be having big homies and they big homies is telling them to crash out, huh? Half the time, your bitch already makes you crash out because somebody fuck with her. You already on go. So now you got somebody else trying to make you to crash out.
Academically and athletically, the loss has been profoundly felt. He was known for his sharp intellect and athletic prowess, which the news heavily focused on shortly after his passing. Scurry was an advanced placement or AP student, the highest SAT scorer in his school, and a standout point guard on the basketball team. On Wednesday, January 15th, the school created a supportive environment for grieving students, providing counseling services and a quiet space in the auditorium for students to mourn. In an Instagram post, school officials reminded the community of the importance of kindness and mutual support. The greatest gift of support we have is each other, the school wrote. Be kind to each other, today and always. Monique Braxton, a spokesperson for the school district, said that Noah was the kind of student that everyone wants. Noah Scurry's social media was filled with basketball highlight reels that showcased his skills on the court, where he effortlessly crossed over defenders, executed smooth layups, and nailed three-point shots. His undeniable talent was matched only by his bright future, a future now tragically cut short.
And you know what? I remember when if y'all ever got at my vlog when I was with my other big homie, he took me on like the yacht and I was just like getting some advice from him and some gems and I just was like, yo, like how do you talk to the youth? Like what's the best way? Like and he just was like, it's hard. You know, like the younger generation, yeah, like it's hard. Like y'all niggas don't listen. And y'all niggas is crashing out. And y'all niggas is going to jail. Y'all niggas is going to jail. And I'm not lying. We see y'all going to jail. Like, we see it every day. Somebody new going to jail. So it's like, at what point, and I'm not the one to be like, just solve it. Oh, no, no, no. Because I know how it is when blood is. I know, trust me, I know. I didn't lost a cousin. I didn't lost a friend or two. I know how it is once blood. I know. So this is what I'm going to ask you. At what point do we just say, fuck it? My man's is gone. Your man's is gone. We can't get him back. Nobody else gonna die. I don't fuck with you. You don't fuck with me. At what point do we say, let's just, I don't know, build our community? It's like, how long we gonna be going back and forth? It's like, at what point does the war stop? I mean, goddamn, America even stops wars. At some point, America be like, all right, send our troops back home. You know what I mean? So at what point do we say, as black people, you know what? Let's stop going to war and let's actually build our community. At what point? At what point? I just really want to know, because there's no end game to this. And to be honest, y'all look fucking stupid. Y'all do. Y'all do. Y'all look like a bunch of weak men who cannot control their emotions whenever you crash out and go to jail for shit like this.
The broader context of Noah Scurry's death is part of the Philly daily reminder of a persistent gun violence plaguing the city. According to Jackie Golden of the city controller's office, there have been 30 shooting victims in the city this year, 5 of whom were 18 years or younger. As the investigation into Noah Scurry's death continues, his memory lives on in the hearts of those who knew and loved him. His life, marked by academic excellence, athletic talent, and a caring spirit, is a painful reminder of the urgent need to address the violence claiming young lives in Philadelphia and beyond.
Philadelphia police say a 17-year-old was shot and killed along Rohrer Street in the city's Feltonville section. It happened around 7:15.
Yo, these young niggas is out of control. That's why when I do my vlogs, I make sure I'm with some well-respected niggas or somebody that ain't got no beef with nobody, because these young niggas is out of control. It's out of control. Like, y'all niggas don't even got no chill. And I keep telling y'all, it's really rare that you guys get away with it. It's probably 1% of you would get away with it. Probably 1% of you would get away with it. 99% of you niggas is getting caught. And I'm going to tell you why you're getting caught. Technology is undefeated. You cannot beat it. It's everywhere. It's anywhere. It's you don't even know. They got cameras in cars now. So when you niggas are thinking about crashing out and taking a life, there's cameras in cars now. And you don't know which car got a camera and which car don't. People got Ring cameras now. There's cameras everywhere. Stop crashing out. Stop. Go put your gloves on, tell that nigga meet you in the back, go fight. I'm not a fighter, then let it go. Let it go. Because you niggas is crashing out. And the only people that's getting hurt is the women. Us. Y'all our brothers. You know what I mean? Y'all supposed to protect us. All y'all niggas go to jail. We gonna have to be the new niggas. And y'all wonder why bitches is acting like niggas. Stop. It's unnecessary. Stop. Stop. You don't see Jewish people going around doing shit like this. You know, it's just like, stop. Stop. It's pissing me off. It really is. Because you know what killed me the most? I know white people. Let me not even say that. I feel like any human with a brain and a heart knows that this shit is stupid. I'm mad. I'm sorry, because it is. It is. And I tell my mans that all the time. Stop. It's dumb. Nah, somebody lost their life. I know, but what we gonna do? Keep losing our lives here? It's like, what we gonna do? I think the most gangster thing to do is to walk away. Nah, TT, that's pussy. What's pussy is crashing out, going to jail, and can't take care of your family. Can't make sure your sisters is good. Your niece, hey man, that's pussy. You know how easy it is to just grab a gun and shoot somebody and get it, and then that's it? That's easy. It's hard to be like, God, you deal with him. That's the real gangster shit. You really want to impress me? Show me how you could let some shit go. Show me.
This morning, that's where we find NBC 10's Matt DeLucia live at the scene. What do we know about the victim, Matt, and any suspects in this case?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, Johnny, homicide investigators are still here at the scene. They've been here all morning. You can see the tape is still up, and the shooting itself happened in this narrow driveway behind the 5000 block of Rohrer Street. This is just off the boulevard. And as you mentioned, this happened around 7:15 this morning. Police showed up here. They found the 17-year-old who had been shot several times throughout his body. The young man was rushed to Einstein and he died just after 7:30. Now, earlier we could see a backpack and a shirt laying on the street, but as of right now, police have not made any arrests, but they did find a gun out here. And as investigators are going through this area, they're also going door to door, trying to get some surveillance video, trying to get some idea of who may have pulled this trigger.
Look how slow they be moving when it's somebody black.
Killed the 17-year-old right as the sun was coming up here along Aurora Street.
Myself and THF Philly weren't around, this would have been the end of the story. By the day of Noah's death, as is all too clear by now, 17-year-old star student athletes aren't just executed in front of their moms for no reason. There's always a story behind it that the news is reluctant to give for political or social reasons. If you just got your news from the Philadelphia Inquirer or NBC, then the story is almost always missing context due to social media.
I can't say almost always. Some news. Well, he said almost. But you can't. How you gonna say almost always in the same sentence, huh?
Traditional mainstream media was forced to double back the next day and say, hey, there's a little more to the story here. 30 years ago, this would have never happened and the story would have been left at that. There was no Instagram to correct the news or YouTube for people like me to make a story with a little more context.
I fuck with you though, bro. I fuck with you. If you see this video, I fuck with you. But that was funny though. I'm like, almost always. I be saying shit like that too, especially when I'm high. So no, just don't think that we got issues because of that. Nah, we still good. We good. But if, I just said we gotta stop doing that. Yo, King, I fuck with you, King. Keep doing you, man. Get your money.
Law enforcement sources are telling me they believe Noah Scurry appeared in a rap video with guns that was posted to social media the day before he was killed. New tonight, law enforcement sources confirm there is a rap video uploaded to social media the day before 17-year-old Noah Scurry was shot to death behind his home.
Black truck, and we all got drinks in it. Facing school, you know that I'm facing them. She want from me, sit here, and I'm dangerous. On TV, all the blocks can't hang with us. And you gotta catch a body to gang with us. You got hit with a
You gotta catch a body to gang with us. Like, since when did that become a thing? You know what I mean? When did that? I remember, back in the day, niggas, if you wanted to be in a crew, nigga, you had to know how to get money. How do you get money? That used to be the requirement. How you get money. Now you gotta know how to kill somebody to be around me. Nigga, anybody can kill somebody, nigga, and can't anybody get money. The fuck? I ain't gonna lie, this shit sound hard though. I ain't gonna lie, this song is nice. It's a nice song. I'm not gonna lie.
In front of his mother, who was getting ready to take him to Samuel Fells High School. A screenshot of the video shows a man in a Joker mask, at times appearing to hold a gun. Sources tell Fox 29 they believe that to be Scurry. In the video, he dances along other individuals who are also holding and showing off guns throughout it.
And you know what really makes it boring? It's because, like, where the women at? It's like, it's just too much. It's just like, just stop. For real. We're over it. We're over it. Because the funny thing is, you guys can be way more talented and way more creative if you just left the bullshit behind. That's the crazy part. I know y'all can. Because the shit y'all saying is fire.
Dead and 3 teens are hurt following a shooting last night in Frankfurt. It happened just before 9:30 on the 4600 block of Mulberry Street. The man who died has been identified as Ivan Hall from Philadelphia. 3 15-year-old boys are in stable condition after being shot. Police have not.
3 15-year-old boys? Nah, Philly is giving it up crazy. And I was just in Philly. I done went to the Rocky Stairs. Then I was in the ghetto at one point. Yo, Philly is giving it up crazy. Thoughts and prayers.
Not given any more details on what may have led to the gunfire. As of yet, no arrests have been made.
Police sources confirmed Noah Scurry was one of 4 people shot in an unsolved May 2023 murder case on the 4600 block of Mulberry Street in Frankfurt. According to police, 66-year-old Ivan Hall was shot and killed on Sunday, May 28, 2023. And 3 then 15-year-olds were shot multiple times. Police sources said that Noah Scurry was one of the teens. This shooting places Noah smack dab in the middle of Frankfurt, a section of the city that hosts sets like the Double C's or Certified Clappers, and Parkside. Noah is said to be affiliated.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. certified clappers, that shit sound like you don't want to fuck with them. Like, like what? Nah, you stay the fuck out. What hood he said that's at? Where they at? So I know. Not go over there.
Affiliated with Parkside. Contrary to popular belief, I'm not a Philly gangologist like some people like to believe, nor do I want to be. But from what I can gather, you got a few groups relevant to this story. According to the person who made this map, this is Parkside or Double C territory. Up here is a group of young boys who call themselves the Whackers, and over here is M24 territory. And as you can see, this is where YNG Cheese was killed. Noah, or Baby Joker, his
Ain't that Gilly's son?
street nickname, was very active out here, and his life had a part that may not have been known to his coaches and family. Less than a month after Noah was shot and a 66-year-old man was killed, another tragedy struck near the area when 25-year-old Devin Spady was killed.
A triple shooting in Philadelphia's Olney section claimed the life of an up-and-coming musician. The 25-year-old rap artist was known as Young Cheese, and he's the son of well-known influencer Gilly the King.
Gilly the King has amassed millions of followers, and a lot of them are planning to come here next week for Gilly Fest. It's a big concert. He uses his platform to speak out against violence, and now violence has claimed the life of his son. Police say Devin Spady, better known as Young Cheese, was one of 3 people.
Damn, that was Gilly twin, yo.
Shot in the 5800 block of Masher Street in Olney Thursday night. Shot in the back, the 25-year-old rapper was a rising star and the son of one of Philadelphia's biggest stars, Gilly the King. Gilly the King.
I don't understand that though. Like, not in the, I don't know. I can't speak for him in particular, but like, when niggas, like, if my pops was rich like this, y'all niggas probably wouldn't even know who I am. I promise. I wouldn't even know who I am. I'd probably be somewhere low key, writing some movies. I mean, I would not be, nigga, your father is worth millions, right? I'm sure. Why you still in the hood? And it's like, don't get me wrong, trust me, I know I love the hood. You can't get no good food. I'm in the hood now. You know what I mean? But so I get it. But it's like, I love it enough to go far and just peek my head in there now and again if I need to. But if I knew I had enemies, oh no, you wouldn't see me in the hood.
Is a rapper turned.
No, at least not frequently. No, because you're not going to, because the thing is, I get it. You know, like, ain't nobody going to run you off your shit. So I get that part. Like, nah, nigga, I'm from here. But at the same time, just move smart. You know what I mean? Know how to move carefully. And I'm not saying he did or he didn't. I'm just saying, let's try to avoid shit the best way we can, you know?
Podcaster turned philanthropist. He and his $1 million worth of game podcast partner Wallow also helped give away millions of dollars to support local businesses, and both were awarded the key to the city.
Gilly and Wallow have become the unofficial mayors of the city of Philadelphia. How about that?
That was a bar, fire.
Right? They are the voice of the youth.
Talent agent Walt Reeder Jr. has known Gilly the King for years and knows he wanted more for his son. The other 2 people who were shot with Young Cheese both survived. Police have not made any arrests in the case. In Spring Garden, Toronto.
What this got to do with what we was listening to? Well, he gonna do his thing. I'm sure my son gonna put it all together, all right?
Thomas, Channel 6 Action News.
Shout out to American Confidential.
Yeah, very shocking story to learn of.
As is well known, Spady, or Cheese, is the son of comedian and Philly rap legend Gilly. Cheese's death came after him.
Nigga called Gilly a comedian.
A friend.
Yeah, it's crazy because I did a podcast the other day, and when he introduced me, he's like, my comedian. I'm like, that bothers me. I don't know. Because, like, nah, I know I'm funny and shit. Like, you know what I mean? But I'm only funny because I be saying dead ass shit. And y'all find the dead ass shit I say funny. And I be dead ass. So I guess if that makes me funny, then I'm dead ass funny.
Were apparently.
You see, I don't feel like that was funny. So it's like, am I really a comedian?
Standing on a corner when shots rang out on the 5800 block of North Mass.
Oh shit, my bad, y'all. I done got caught up. I'm sorry. I'm gonna bring it back. Don't worry.
And Philly rap legend Gilly. Cheese's death came after him and a group of friends were apparently standing on a corner when shots rang out on the 5800 block of North Masher Street near Nedrow. Around the corner, police also found a 28-year-old man shot twice in the leg and drove him to Einstein. A third victim, a 31-year-old shot in the hip, arrived at the hospital in a private car. Video from the scene shows that a group of men were having a conversation on the corner of Nedrow and Masher when they heard gunshots and started running. No arrests were ever made in this case. No one took credit for this, as obviously that will open up a huge can of worms. 2 years earlier, AJ, or Ajon Jackson, was killed coming home from work. This murder is mentioned heavily by fellow Double C members Hardy and others in their raps. In fact, Hardy has a music video with over 1 million views with lyrics heavily mocking the death of AJ and another M24 affiliate, Twin 5 or J, who was killed in March of 2021.
From doggy from taking shit and selling bulls. And you either get some money or you clap, just play your role. They ain't dying just for nothing, that's what happened when you troll. Murder gang, you drop a diss and get exposed. Niggas spoke on bro's name, we took his life, that's what he owed. Get up close, hit the foot and hit his body, watch him fold. Dummy working 9 to 5, I give it to him, he was bold.
Another teenager is shot and killed on the streets of Philadelphia. I'm Yuki Washington.
You know what breaks my heart the most? Because we don't watch it, and it's another reason why we watch these videos together, because we watch these. And this sounds very similar to what's going on in Brooklyn. This sounds very similar to what's going on in Jersey. This sounds very similar to what's going on in Chicago. At what point do we as a community, as a black community, realize the violence ain't getting us nowhere? Niggas want to be mad at Donald Trump. Let's be mad at the niggas in the hood who's killing other niggas.
Jessica Cartalia, 16-year-old Ajon AJ Jackson was shot outside of East Oak Lane home when police say he was ambushed. He and his twin sister had just finished their shift at McDonald's.
Hey, fuck. Let's get this straight now.
Where is he? Where is he?
I never fucked anybody over my life. All I have in this world is my balls and my word. I don't work for no.
Double C. Don't speak on bodies in them trenches. I can rap because I did it. Got 2 shooters and 1 driver and his squatter and his tenant. That's a man down on the scene, record like 5 shots to his biscuit. We most active in the city.
The older you get, and trust me, the shit is this, the beat, everything nice, but the fact that somebody died is like the music, for some reason, it's like something just hit me just then. It's like I can't even feel it no more because of, you know what I mean? It's like it bothers me to see my people like this now. No funny. And it's funny because it's like you want to appreciate the music. You want to because it's nice. But it's like somebody died. And it's like, and somebody probably it's gonna keep going. It's gonna keep going. It ain't cool no more. It was never cool. But now I can't even dance to it. You know, it's like it feels wrong. Like morally wrong. Like I'm dancing and somebody's getting bodied. Before, if you go back at the other video, if I'm doing a reaction video, you'll be like, I'll be like, oh, this shit is nice. Because I love how it's talent. You can't take away their talent. But we got to do better. I need to see talent in another way. I can't get jiggy with it.
Speak on why that we spin it. I told little bro just bring it head back. Ain't no passes if he lack it. Cause we beef for master splitting niggas telling on what happened. You either get down or you lay down. Cause the clap is running city. Exotic glossy. We got sticks and big ass choppers. Double titties. Tapped it twice and fried his ass. He can't react cause this is switchy. All he heard was we get his back like he ripped. Lost some soldiers in that war. They wish they bros come back.
Damn.
Bro just told me run my movie before it stop because them feds coming. Yeah, double C.
And that song was like, it was pretty dope. It's just, like I said, it sucks when it's just connected to something so nasty and ugly.
Oh, he lagging, so I'ma up my glick and beat the drum. He was dumb, I heard Lil 5, they caught a 9, they have a gun. Now he bum, and we did the dash, fuck 12 like Kendrick Nunn. He was dissing on Lil Wayne, happy birthday, he got gift wrap. I know you heard the news, we made him snooze, come get your lick back. Them niggas ain't on shit, not claim a wreck, you know who did that. Treat that switchy on my glizzy like my bitch, so she gon' get that. These niggas heard he living up.
Switches are illegal, in case you don't know. So whenever you got these videos and you guys want to show your switches, that's illegal. And I know you probably don't care about the law, but if you're gonna break the law, you might not want to televise it, you know?
The way, but we still lamping on the spot. Where them bullets hit him, got him dancing, watch him diddy bop. Brody, he don't say too much, he just be spinning, duck your top. And we never selling ranches, catch them bodies, then we swap. We matched the lazy with the fast food, and I just did a drill switch out the Glock. Yeah, this bitch brand new.
A 16-year-old boy, he had just finished a shift at McDonald's where he worked with his twin sister. They actually got a lift here home. It was when they got out of that car that somebody started firing at them. You can see there on the ground a McDonald's bag and a wrapper right in front of their home. Police tell us this happened before 11 p.m. on Ferriston Drive near the Philly and Montgo border. Family told police the teen and his sister, they worked at McDonald's about a mile away. They finished work at 10 p.m., ordered a lift, which dropped them off right in front of their home. When they got out, police say it was two males who came toward them, opened fire, hitting the boy in the torso, the back, and in the head. They fired at least 15 shots. Police say he was clearly the target. The sister was not hit. She was able to run home. They talked to other employees at that McDonald's who say that they hadn't seen any fights, no altercations, especially involving the 16-year-old. So police are continuing their investigation. They did find a weapon here on the...
Yo, gang, I got a nephew. I got a nephew. I got a lot of nephews. I got like 3. And I say that to say he about this age. And I don't even play with him. Like, just imagine me with, you know what I mean? How y'all think I am with my nephew? Like, just, like, I don't play that. Like, you not, like, now, if there's something going on, then I would know, of course. But what I can avoid and what I don't play that. You ain't dissing no niggas. You ain't swinging no flags. You ain't doing it. 16, you ain't grown. Your brain ain't even fully developed. You don't even know if you should be in the gang. And it sucks because you don't want to, your brain, by the time your brain is developed, you shouldn't even be in the gang because at that point you're old as hell. But at the same time, your brain ain't even fully developed to be making certain decisions like that.
The street, a semi-automatic gun they found on the sidewalk, so they're hoping.
This brings us to the present day, back and forth shootings between the Northeast sets, which continued. Chris Dowling was shot and killed last February. Fast Break members Anal Bugs and LR, or Lil Ryan, were arrested and charged a few months later. M24 member Juan Brody was the first to alert the public of the shooting with an IG post. Bugs and LR were also charged with a bus stop shooting that injured 8 students heading home from school in March of last year.
The sound of gunshots at a SEPTA bus stop. New surveillance video tonight of the dramatic moments that sent teenagers running for their lives when 3 masked gunmen suddenly opened fire. 8 teens were shot and wounded, 2 of them critically.
3 days earlier, the carnage and out-of-control violence continued to shock Philadelphia as 17-year-old Damon Taylor was killed. The Philadelphia high school student was gunned down after school during a shooting at the North Philadelphia bus stop that left 4 other people injured, including 2 women who were on the bus and 2 other teens.
Look at that. Look at that. We hitting our women now. Look at that. What's happening?
The horrific shooting took place just before 3:45 p.m. at Ogons and Godfrey Avenues, when 2 people, at least one with an automatic weapon, fired at a group of young people waiting at the bus stop. Police Commissioner Kevin Bethel said. Multiple rounds were fired, Bethel said. According to the police, shooters fired more than 50 times with an automatic weapon. Damon Taylor was shot multiple times throughout his body and head, police said. The 17-year-old from the Fern Rock neighborhood died a short time later at the hospital. A girl at the scene can be heard in shock saying, "Oh my God, his face is gone." All of these murders are mentioned because leading up to the death of Noah, him and his friends can all be heard rapping about these incidents. And after his death, Noah was linked to several homicides through street rumors. The ones that seemed to gain the most traction were Fat Dame and Cheese.
Killing, I mean, they be talented. Both sides. Shit, they both was dropping bars. I ain't gonna hold you.
See him left and right, let's box him.
Also, through unsubstantiated sources, he is linked to the death of Izzy Stanley.
Didn't even see it. I know that shit surprising, but alright, fuck that murder shit. Come on, we can switch the
Referencing Jamal Tucker, or Molly, the first person arrested when the 8 students were shot at the bus stop, and apparently the first one to start talking and gave up his friends. Joker is heard sarcastically saying, "Free Lil Ryan."
Free Lil Ryan, we the reason why they throwing fives and then they end up.
G12 Zai, One Brody, Lil Moot, and other M24 members are known to be cool with Blumberg through mutual friends and family members, and also because of the Zoo Gang Blumberg War.
Caught him lacking in that store, put him in a box. We did some drills and ghosts.
All the smaller factions under them aligned accordingly. M24 and Fast Break are kind of the same in terms of lost homies and members. They have been aligned with the Blum for years. Recently, you started to see Noah getting the backing of Pentown and Zoo Gang members. The day before he died, he dropped a song with a rapper named Drench Season who was with Pentown and Zoo Gang. The song, which had zero attention at first, went to over 100,000 views after the news of Noah's passing. The week before Noah died, his basketball team played Imhotep, the school which Fat Dame went to. There was obvious tension about what happened, and the school didn't want an incident. Noah didn't play in the game, and Imhotep blew out Fells. No students were allowed to attend the game either. I got
Damn, the beef is that real?
word that there was a summer league game between the two schools.
Like the schools, no, they saying students can't come to the game. That's crazy. Usually, you know what I mean? Usually the school don't be knowing what's happening. Only us. And I mean the students and shit. Like we knew, but this what?
And they were going to try to pack Noah out after the game, but he escaped. After Noah was killed, speculation, as always, ran wild. The long and short of it was, Noah had numerous ops due to his street activities, many of which were not included in his video, and he was killed. Real or perceived, the threat of Noah was enough for his ops to sit on his house and wait for him to leave for school with his mom and get their form of revenge.
Body, she fuck, I done finally got it. I do a bitch bad, the bitch I lime outside on the 4-5 deep in the Johnny.
Did what Batman couldn't do and that's put the Joker down. Baby Joker, that's what the jokes is over now. He got flame, bullets is burning his wings, he forever gonna be in hell. I'm scared to go back to the 9 and smoking, I think I'ma hear him yell.
The path in life we go depends on the choices in front of us. A lot of the time,
that shit crazy.
People with high intellect go on to be star performers in society. Doctors, engineers, scientists, lawyers. Some other with higher than average IQ think they can beat the system, that they are smart enough to beat the streets. Or sometimes people like Noah think they can straddle the line and be a high school top performer by day and Baby Joker, the street demon, at night. But as evidenced by this story, it never ends up the way you want it to. The streets are a lie, and Noah fell right into the trap. A brilliant future wasted for the want for revenge and twisted justice. I'ma leave it there for now.
Damn, he had a bar just now. Twisted justice. I like the way you said that, yo. You walked on that.
Thanks for watching American Confidential.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what else he got, yo. Y'all wanna see more from him? Y'all wanna do more reactions? I mean, I subscribe to his vibe and get at my vibe. Let's get it.